But for sure, as a CEO, man, I just was, getting back to 712 because I always was linking up with other artists that I was fans of. Because mind you, I kind of slipped in the rap game, so I was always open to do stuff with other people. That's always the vibe. Is we got to come together. We got to come together. So I always been willing to come together, bro. So I always was willing to do something with Jack, willing to do something with Yuck, willing to do something with X. So I'm always willing to do that and come together, even with other artists. So I'm always that guy that's like, it ain't gonna be my fault.
You bridging the gap.
I'm trying to bridge it. You know what I mean?
Not tearing down the bridge.
And it'd be other ingredients that'll spoil it to why we can't get where we need to go.
Definitely.
So I just had so it just made me make sure that I can never put down my brand, but I always put it next to other brands. You know what I mean? To try to grow us all. So so as a CEO, I just had to kind of get back to that. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep growing as an artist, but I for sure have some reach and I got some tools that we could use to, shine light on other people and stuff like that. And I always felt like Deltrice was like one of the dopest artists in the Bay. Yeah. Like singing, rapping, you feel me? And she easy on the eyes, so I don't see what the problem is.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just felt like, and it wasn't just her. She wasn't the first one. I got family. So I didn't had artists in Texas, you know what I mean? I didn't had artists. Pretty Black was like my first artist. We was trying to do our thing. He was the first one. So that was a collaborative effort. We the same age, so it ain't like I'm little boying him or none of that. So it was kind of hard having somebody that's your partner to be the artist. So, but that was my first stab at it. And I done had other artists that had the talent, but they didn't have the drive. You know what I mean? And
I hear that a lot.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a real thing.
A lot.
Everybody
had a discipline.
Or they got relationship problems.
With like relationship where they can, like with boyfriend girlfriend, or like relationship they don't know how to deal with people. Like
where you got to bring your broad to the studio every time.
Okay.
You feel me? And we fly guys. You feel me? Right. You might not want to bring your girl to the studio all the time.
Right.
It's not good for business, period.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying, to even do that. But at the same time, it's like, why would you even do that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then, it's different if you got a wife or somebody and y'all got to understand it and she's respectful and she sit off to the side or whatever.
Right.
It's really not a thing to where, you can't. But if y'all got a toxic relationship, you know what I'm saying? It's not really good to bring your spouse to your workspace.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't experience that where I got artists that's dope as artists, but the lifestyle was not reflective of the music. And I tried to overlook that. Like, okay, well, it's art. Let's try to let him hang in there and see what could happen. You feel me? Because I've been infatuated with being a real nigga the whole time. I've been sustaining because I'm a real nigga. So my name be in rooms that I ain't even in yet. Yeah. So I've always been able to sustain because of who I am. So when I got into the rap game, I'm like, oh, these niggas is rappers for real. Because Jack told me that one time. I was like, Jack, give me some game, bro. You feel me? Like, give me some news for real. You know what I'm saying? And he like, yo, just stay in the studio. And at that time, bro, that sounded like the corniest shit ever, bro. I'm like, stay in the studio. I'm like, nigga, like, give me the sauce. You feel me? But in reality, he was giving me the game. You have to stay in the studio. You feel me? We get fooled by the narrative that they spitting out, a street nigga this, street nigga that. In reality, they're rappers. They in the studio putting out music. So I had to embrace, get in the studio and put out music. And that's what I do now. I'm always in the studio. My music is so potent to where I didn't have to go every time. You know what I'm saying? I can go once a week, once a month. Actually, maybe like once, twice a month is what I was doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Get in there and make something fire and then be able to promote and market it and then stand up and stand the test of time. Everybody else in the studio every day. You know what I'm saying? But the time I'm not in the studio, I'm out in these streets. And you can see me and run into me, so my relationships is there. So it was just a different dynamic. But now